Hello everyone, welcome to our Android app development lecture series. Today we are going to study Android internal storage with example. It is nothing but the file handling in Android app development. Okay, so let's begin with Android internal storage. In Android, we have different storage options such as shared preferences, internal storage, external storage, SQLite storage, etc. to store and retrieve the application data based on our requirement. Great. In previous lecture, we have already learned what is meant by shared preferences with a suitable example. In this lecture, we will going to learn internal storage with suitable example. Mostly internal storage we have learned with the example of file handling. Great guys, hope you understand. Internal storage option is to store and retrieve data from the device internal memory. In Android, internal storage is useful to store the data files locally on the device internal memory using FileOutputStream object. After storing the data files in the device internal storage, we can read the data from the file using FileInputStream object. Great guys, already in Java and other languages also we are familiar with the file handling. That means how to write the data in the file and how to read the data from the file. So here also in Android, using FileOutputStream and FileInputStream classes, we can read and write the data from the device internal memory. So it is a type of internal storage. Great guys, hope you understand. Let's move. The data files saved in the internal are managed by the Android framework, and it can be accessed anywhere within the app to read or write the data into the file. But it's not possible to access the file from any other app, so it's secured one, like the shared preferences. Great guys, so file handling, that is internal storage of Android, is also a secured one because the file which we have used in any app which is accessible to that app only, but it is not possible to access the file from any other app. Great, so file handling or Android internal storage option is also secured one. Let's move to the next point. Great guys, when the user uninstalls their app, automatically these data files will be removed from the device internal storage. Great, so now we will see how to write data into file to internal storage. By using Android FileOutputStream object, open the FileOutput method. We can easily create and write data to a file in a device internal storage. Following is the code snippet to create and write private file to the device internal memory. So first create a file name, that is suppose users. You can store users data and password here. Then name, okay, you want to store name, then name is a string, suppose Amol. So use FileOutputStream, create the object of the FileOutputStream fstream. You can write open file output. You can pass two things, one is the file name as argument, second one is the context, that is mode private. That means that file cannot be accessible to the other apps, so it is a secure one. Great. So create the object of the file output stream, that is fstream, by using open file output method. And how many arguments we have to pass? Two arguments, one is the file name and second one is the context, which is mode private. Great. After that, fstream.write, using method write, you have to write the data into the file. There are number of ways you can write the data. Name.getBytes, so you can write the data into the file users using the write method. Great. After that, properly close the streams, fstream.close. So whenever we have to write data into the file, first create the object of the file output stream. Using file object of the file output stream, write the data into the file and then close the streams properly. Great. Guys, hope you understand. If you have any doubts or query regarding file handling, let me know and write the query in your chat box or comment window. Great. Guys, hope you understand this part. In other languages, C, CPP, Java, C#, all these languages we have already learned file handling, so it is easy to understand. Same code, it is a Java code, and using Java file handling we can write the data into file. Great. So it is same code. Great. Let's move to the next point. Open file output method with the file name and mode private argument. That mode private argument made the file as a private to our application. Write method to write the data in the file, and use close method to close the stream. Great. In Android we have different modes such as mode append, mode world readable, mode world writable, etc. to use it in our applications based on our requirement. So mode append means whenever we again open the file in output mode, it is data is appended in the file, but if it is mode is not present, then automatically previous file data is erased and file is open in the new clear mode. Great. So these are different modes in which we have to open the file. Great. So again one write method is there, which is pass three argument, write byte array, then integer offset, then integer length. It writes the length bytes from the specified offset to the file output stream. Great. Let's move to the next point, that is read a file from the internal storage. By using Android FileInputStream object and open file input method, we can easily create the object of FileInputStream, and then using the object of FileInputStream we can read the data using different methods easily. Okay, so following is the code snippet for reading the data from the file. Guys, first name of the file, then create the object of the file input stream using which method? Open file input. So open file input method, what it returns? It returns the reference of file input stream. Great. So using this reference we can read the data from the file. So string buffer object, create the string buffer object. Great. So fstream.read method, that means read method returns integer value. So read one character by character and check whether that character value is not equal to -1. That means if the file end reaches, that means if end of the file character is fetched by using fstream.read method, then I contains -1, that is end of the file character. So if end of the character is not equal to -1, that is condition is false, and you can exit from that while loop. Otherwise, till you can read the data from the file character by character, okay, but it is in the integer, it's ASCII, so convert it into the respective character. So using sbuffer buffer dot append, so append the data character by character in the sbuffer object. So append and I is integer, so you can typecast into the respective character form. Guys, hope you understand. Till that you can read the data, whole data from the file and store that data into sbuffer object. Sbuffer is the object of stream buffer class. Great guys, hope you understand. And last one, what is the last one? You can close the stream fstream properly. Great. So we used read method to read one character at a time from the file. Great guys, so hope you understand how to read the data from a file using FileInputStream class. Great. As well as how to write the data into the file, how to open the files, how to close the streams properly. Great. So let's move to our example. So storing and retrieving data files from the device internal memory by using FileOutputStream and FileInputStream objects, and use respective methods of read and write. We can read the data from the file as well as write the data from the files. So read and write, there are different overloads are also available. How to read the data from the file by character or some number of characters at a time. As well as in the file output stream, there is a write method to write one character by character into file or write some part, that is number of characters at a time, into the file. So there are different read and write methods. Overloads are also available in the file output stream class and file input stream class. Great. The example today we will learn create one application, that is username and password. You can write username and password and click on the save button, then that username and password is saved into your file. Give the name to that file as a users. So users information, that is username and password, is saved into that users file on device internal memory. Then go to the next screen. On the next screen or next activity, we have to show what is name of the user and what is the password of the user. Great, by fetching the data from the file. So this is simple application we will study in today's class. Great guys, hope you understand. So let's move to your Android Studio. Then first close your current project, terminate it. Great. So start with the new Android Studio project. Then select a project template for phone and tablet. So empty activity choose and click on the next button. Give the name to the application. Suppose file handling 1. Then finish by clicking on the finish button. Great. So wait for some time so that your project is configured in Android Studio. Okay, so automatically two files are created, that is activity underscore main.xml and main activity.java. Okay, so till the Gradle building is going on, so wait for some time. Great. Till that we will learn what we have to do. We have two XML files. One is the activity.main and other is one we can call this as the details, which gives you details of user name and password. Great. So after that, so open this XML file. Great. So create two text views and edit text box, plain text, so that username, take the username and password from the user, and one button, that is save button. So first delete it. Great. So take first text view, put it on your activity. Then write username, then give constraint parent top, then constraint from the parent start. Great. After that, take one plain text view, arrange it properly. After arranging it properly on your frame or screen, then give proper constraint, that is parent top and constraint from the parent start. Great. Then remove the text from that text attribute. Next, what we have to do? Next, we have to give hint. So hint property, search for hint property and write hint. What is the hint? Enter name. Okay, this is our hint. So hint is enter name. Then close the searching and change the name of the edit text box to txt name. Great, guys. After that, choose one text view, put it on your screen. Okay, so just place it on the proper place, resize it, then give the constraint from the parent top and parent start. Great. Then remove the text from that or enter password. Give the text as a password. Great. After that, choose one plain text box, place it into proper place, then give constraint from parent top and from the constraint from the parent start. Great, guys. Then remove the text from that edit text box control. Then give the name of the ID, change the name of the ID, that is txt password. After that, give the hint. So search for the hint attribute and give the hint, that is enter password, that is the hint. Great. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to take one button on our screen. Button, give the name to the button as a text, that is text as a save. We want to save the data of username and password into our file, so give the name as a save. Great. After that, change the ID name, that is button save, that is name of the ID. Great. So it gives you red, that is error. So due to the constraint, we can specify at least two constraint, that is constraint parent top and parent start. Great. So it gives removes. Great. So this is all about our first main activity screen. Hope you understand, guys. Then create second layout file into the layout folder. So choose layout folder, create new layout resource file and give the name as a details, which gives you details about username and password. Click on the OK button. Great. So after that, take one text view. Okay, so just maximize it. This is our text view. Remove the text from it. Then give the constraint from parent top and constraint from parent start. Great. Then change the ID, that is result view, and last take one button on the screen. So button, and give the text on that button. Okay, so just drag and drop this button. Okay, so give the text on the button as a back button. When we click on this back button, we can come to the initial main activity screen. Okay, so after that, give the name to that button as a button back. Yes, give the constraint to that button parent top and from parent start. Great, guys. Hope you understand. Yes. Next, what is next part? Go to the main activity.java. In main activity.java, before that, what we have to do, we have to create another Java file in the SQLite file handling package. So create one new Java class and give the name to that Java class as a details activity dot java. Great. So this is details activity dot java. Okay, so which we have to create it as a activity class. So extends it from the what? App compact activity. Great. Guys, hope you understand. After that, we want to override which method on create. So choose the and create method and press the enter. Great. So hope you understand this part. This is the basic to create details activity.java, which refers to the details.xml file. So what we have to do? So we have to write one method. So which method is there? Set content view. So set content view and pass r.id dot what? Details. Okay, so set, okay, so we have to write again this method. What is the method name? Set content view set content view, okay, and pass r.id dot what is the name of that XML file? Details. So let's check it. Compilation error. This project contains Java compilation error which can cause rendering feature of custom view. Fix compilation problem first. Okay, so let's make it as it is. Okay, okay, before that what we have to do? We have to write code in the main activity dot java first. So what is the code? Yes, great. So first what we have to do? First we have to take edit text boxes reference variable, that is for username, and second one is for password. Great. So after that button. Great. For button save btn, so save button. Great. Then file output stream fstream, create the object of file output stream, that is fstream, and then create the object of intent. So intent name of the reference variable name as a intent. Great. After creating these four reference variables, edit text, button, file output stream, and intent, we can write the code into set content view. Great. So in set content, after set content view, what we have to do? We have to use uname as edit text typecast into find view by id method. In that r.id dot txt name. Great. After that password pwd is equal to edit text find view by id r.id dot txt password. Great. So next create the reference for save button which refers to which button? So typecast into button, then find view by id. In find view by id r.id dot btn save. Great. Now it's time to event handling. When you click on the save button, what happens, guys? When you click on the save button, username and password is saved into respective file. That is, file is user's file. So we have write the event handling. So save button dot set on click listener, new view on click listener. Great. So write the code in on click method. So what we have to do, that is the action. So first string fetch the data from the edit text box, username. So string username is equal to uname, that is refers to that text view, edit text box, get text dot typecast into toString. Okay, and place new line at the end of the string username. Guys, hope you understand. Then again string password is equal to pwd dot get text dot toString. Great. After that, in file handling, most of time we have to write exception handlings code, that is try catch block to handle, because most of time file is not present on the internal storage. We cannot read the file from that internal storage. So lots of time different problems are there. So file is corrupted, we cannot retrieve it or retrieve the data or save the data, these problems. So we can do file handling exception handling code. So first fstream is equal to open file output, pass two things, one is the name of the file, then context dot mode private. Great. After that fstream dot write the data into the file. What data? User name dot get bytes. Great. So fstream dot write file open stream. So okay, so add catch clause. Yes. So automatically try catch file not found exception. If file is not found, then e file not found exception class object, that is e dot print stack trace. So it is automatically printing the stack trace why this file is not there and gives the message. So this is file not found exception and IO exception. If it is not file is present, then it is, and the exception is raised, then it is handled by IO exception class. So this is try nested catch blocks. Great, guys, hope you understand. Then fstream dot write. So these are three different overloads available in the file output stream class, that is write one integer byte array or byte array, integer offset and length. So we can choose first one, write and password dot get bytes method. Great. After that, close your streams properly by using close method. Great. After closing the file, you can toast message on the screen. So what is the toast message? Toast. So main activity dot this, and just give the message. What is the message? If it is success, data is successfully saved, there is no any error, so give the message as a data saved successfully. So give this message, that is data saved successfully dot show. Great. After this, we want to show intent, new intent explicitly. So new, create the object of intent, the intent, new intent, pass main activity dot this current reference. From this screen we have to switch explicitly to details activity dot details activity dot class. Great. After creating the object of intent, that is explicit intent, we can call the method that is start activity and pass the object of intent, that is intent. Great. Guys, this is all about in main activity. When we click enter the username and password into the respective edit text box and click on the save button, what happens? This username and password is saved into the users file. If there is any exception, this is handled by the file not found exception or IO exception classes, and if it is successfully, it gives the message toast on that your screen, that is data saved successfully. And after that, new intent file is opened, that is the details activity.java. So guys, hope you understand. Great. Now write the code in the details activity.java. Okay, so before that, what we have to do, we have to write the code in Android manifest.xml file. So we have to create new activity. So we have to write that activity tag, activity, name of the activity, details activity, then Android label. What is the Android label? You can write internal storage data and complete the activity tag. Great guys, hope you understand. Now it's time to write the code into the details activity.java. What we have to do here, we have to show the data into this result view, that is username is equal to that and password is equal to that, so which is saved into the file first, that is users file. Fetch the data from that and display here. Great. And when you click on this back button, what happen? Automatically you can move from the details activity to main activity view. Guys, hope you understand. So let's move to the details activity.java. So first create the details activity.java app compact, so it becomes now activity. So after that you have to create two reference variable for file input stream. So f stream is the reference variable of file input stream, because we want to fetch the data from the user's file and show on the text view here, result text view on this details.xml. Great. So then create the object of intent, that is it, intent is a reference variable. Great. So import the intent class, so it is automatically added. Great. After that, like main activity, set content view. Similarly we can write here set content view. Then r dot layout dot details. Great. So you have to write refers set content view, so this Java file is refers to the details.xml file. So r dot layout, not id, r dot id, not r dot id. Id is refers to the views on that particular XML file, but here r dot layout, so write r dot layout dot details. Great. After that create one text view, that is a result is equal to text view, find view by id, pass r dot id dot result view. Great. So where is this result view? Result view is here. So name of this text view is a result view, id is a result view, so we write here r dot id dot result view, so it refers and its reference variable is a result. Great. Guys, hope you understand this part. Now let's move to the create one button back. So button back is equal to typecast into button, find view by id, pass r dot id dot button back. Great. Hope you understand. Then try catch block. Yes, in try catch block f stream, because whenever you want file handling you must write exception handling code using try catch block. So try catch block f stream is equal to open file input, then pass the name of the file. What is the name of the file? Users is the name of the file from where we want to read the data. Great. Okay, so after that create the object of string buffer, sb is equal to new string buffer, object of string buffer class. Great. Here open file input gives you red mark. Why it is red? Because it gives you compile time error, because add catch clause try catch block, so file not found exception. E Great. What is the next thing? Now create one integer I variable while block. So in while block, I is equal to fstream dot read. Okay, so there are number of overloads for the read also available. That is read byte array, integer offset, integer length. Great. So these are three overloads available in FileInputStream class. So we can choose one read. Great. So till it is not equal to -1, that is end of the file, is reach till you have to what? Fetch the data from the file, read the data character by character from the file. So it also read method gives you red line underline because you have to add one catch block, because if file is not found, okay, and file exception, because file is present but some while reading the data some exception may be raised, so you can handle it by the catch block, that is IO exception class. So it is a nested catch block. One is for file not found exception, second one is a IO exception. Great. Next, so read the data from the file till it reaches the end of the file. So sb dot append. So sb dot append method append single character to the string buffer sb. So typecast into character I, because I is in the form of integer, so make typecasting in I into character and save into the string buffers object. Okay, so sb is the object of string buffer class. Great. When file reach the end of the file, then automatically it returns fread returns -1. So -1 not equal to -1, condition false, and this while loop terminate, and after terminating, that means you have to read each and every character from the file and stored into the string buffer object. Now close the stream properly. So close it using close method, fstream.close. Then what we have to do, we have to read the file. In file there is a username and password is also there, but while after username we have to place /n character into the file, because while username, after username, taking username, we have to put /n at the file, and then password is there. So we have to separate username and password from the file by using /n. So there is one string array string, so you can take any array. So string details is the name of the array, is equal to sb, that is string buffer. From the string buffer to string dot, which method? Split the string, entire string, on the basis of which character? /n. So on the basis of /n character you have to split the string which is saved into the sb string buffer object, and that means on the username and password get separated and saved into the details array. On the index details 0 username is there, and details 1 there is a password is there, which is splitted on which character? /n character. Guys, hope you understand. So then result dot set text. Now we want to set the text. What is the text? What is the name or username? So username is plus, where is it is stored? Details array. So which index? At the index of 0. Then plus, give the /n, that is new line. You have to print password. So password, where is the password? Password is at the index which index 1, so details of index 1, there is a password. Great guys, hope you understand this part. After that, try catch block. Okay, so that result is fetched from the file, that is users, and that is displayed on your text view. Now it is time to handle event handling on the back button. When you click on the back button, what happens, that you can move from the details activity to the main activity. So write the code, that is back, name of the button, dot event handling set on click listener new view on click listener. Write the action here in the on click method. So what is the action? Intent, explicit intent, that is intent is equal to create the object new intent, pass two argument because explicit, so which currently there, which details activity dot this to switch on main activity dot class. Guys, hope you understand. What is the last thing? Start activity. So start activity and pass which object? Intent object. Great. So this is all about event handling. Guys, hope you understand all this part. So first create activity, username, password. You can take any data, then on clicking on the save button, that data is saved into users file on internal storage. Then create details form where we want to show the data, that is username and password, and back button to move from this details activity to the main activity. So this is the button back. Great. After that, write the code into main activity, details activity, then Android manifest file. You can register the activity which is dot details activity. Guys, hope you understand all this. Now it's time to run your program. So click on the run button, so and open your emulator. Great. Where we have to demonstrate that whether that data is saved into the file and whether it is fetched, read from the file on the next window, that is details activity.java. So wait for some time. Guys, hope you understand the code in the main activity. What is the code in the details activity.java? So wait for some time to Gradle build running. Gradle is in the running mode. So again I will just highlight the points. Here we have in the second activity, that is details activity, we give the label as a internal storage data. Great. Then in the main activity, what we have to do, we have to write the data into the files. So for that we have to create object of FileOutputStream, and using FileOutputStream and write method we can write username and password into the file and then display the text data saved successfully and start the new activity, that is from main activity we want to switch for the details activity. Great guys. So installation successfully finished. So open the emulator. So this is the file handling one screen is appeared. You can enter the username, that is Amol, and suppose password is a Kedar. Great. So when you click on the save button, then data saved successfully is pop up, and then second screen we move from the first main activity to details activity, internal storage data. Great. So where name is equal to Amol, password is equal to Kedar. Great. So many on the Android manifest file we have given the label that is internal storage data. That label is appeared on the second screen, that is internal storage data. Great. When you click on the back button, what happens guys? Automatically we have to switch from details activity to the main activity. Great. Suppose again we have to write second, that is Siddhi, username and password is a 12345, and click on the save button. Then what happens guys? That data is saved successfully, and again internal storage data second frame screen we get the data as the name is a Siddhi and password is a 12345, which is read from the file. Great guys. Click on the back button. Great. So hope you understand. That is all about internal storage using file handling. Guys, if you have any doubts, let me know in the chat window or comment box. So thank you once again. Thank you for watching my videos.